Well, ow! Oh my god. Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Moriah Boone, and you may know me from some of my other stuff. I have a horror film streaming on Screambox right now, and I am in a national commercial for Belvita, so I'm the Belvita girl. But most importantly and most recently, I have done some work in the vertical worlds, so you may know me from projects like Pregnant by My Ex's Dad with Adam Huss, or even Chained and Bound to My Sexy CEO with Evan Wick, and most recently, DILFs, which we'll get into. Which real short story do you like or enjoy the most so far, both in storyline and shooting? That's a good question. So storyline, I really enjoyed actually a playlet that I did. And the playlet that I did was called Blood Ties, The Missing Daughter. And I liked that story because it's about a girl that gets separated from her family at birth, which is similar to my own story. And she actually was hard of hearing or deaf due to an accident and abandonment. And then later on in the story, she does regain her hearing, but she also finds her family. And minus the health issues and the hearing loss, that story is very similar to my own, and I hold that project very close to my heart. And it was also cool because I got to use sign language, which I haven't used in a while. And then shooting, I have to say, it was Pregnant by My Ex's Dad. Because that was when Adam and I met for the first time, and our chemistry was just off the charts as actors and as friends, and we've been fast friends ever since. And that whole crew and that whole experience was incredible, and it was my first vertical ever. Will you come to Bali or Indonesia? If you could go to any country in the world that you haven't been to, which one would it be? I would totally come to Bali or Indonesia. I would totally do that. You don't have to ask me twice. But one place I've really been wanting to go is Japan. I hear incredible things. The city is super safe, super clean. So as far as solo travel for a girl like me, I think it would be a really cool experience. From the 3 shows you did with Adam, which one is your fave and why? And it is the same one as your first answer. It is. You know me. Yes. So I really enjoyed Pregnant by My Ex's Dad because, again, it was the first time we were experiencing each other. But we have grown, and we grow with each and every project. So I wouldn't say that I have a favorite as far as one that I've done with Adam. Any project that I get to do with Adam is my favorite, and that is my answer. So when is my next real short project? See, that's an interesting question because I'm actually signed on for a project right now with Playlet again, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it, but I can't say anything yet, with Tim Stein. Real short is yet to be determined. What advice would you give your younger self? Okay, at risk of sounding cliche, I would tell my younger self to never give up. And I know that's what a lot of people say, but I mean never give up in the sense that if you feel like you're driven to do something, or you feel like you're driven to make a difference, or you're attracted to certain, jobs or causes, like mine is animal welfare. This is Annabelle making an appearance in the back. My other littles are everywhere. I truly believe that that's instilled in you for a reason. And if it's on your mind and it's something you can't get off of your mind, and something you really feel drawn to, that's because you're meant to be there, or you're meant to do something with that thing. And another thing I would say is consistency regardless of results. If you don't have consistency and you're solely results driven at all times, you are going to fail. And I think it's not emphasized enough, especially in our instant gratification, social media world. This is a marathon. Everything is a marathon, and you got to know when to take breaks. You have to know when to rest. You have to know when to pamper yourself, and you have to know when to work and how to be consistent. Do you have a motivational quote or something you hold on to when things get rough? That's the one. Yep. I tell myself consistency regardless of results, whether it's I lay down at night and I don't want to brush my teeth, I don't want to take my makeup off. I do that because it makes me feel good, and I know in the long run, it'll make me look better and make me feel better. Or a film that I don't want to prepare for, or an audition I don't want to do, you got to do it. You got to do it, baby. Consistency regardless of results. What is something people can wake you up for in the middle of the night? Oh, girl, anything. I will wake up in the middle of the night. I'm really prioritize my sleep. Don't get me wrong. I'm really about my sleep. But if any of my fur babies is having an issue, I am up. I shoot right up. For example, I got these beautiful flowers. Let me show them to you. So these beautiful flowers, and my cat likes to chew on these little fun guys, and then you know, they don't agree with his system, and then I wake up to them on the floor in a different form. So good morning to me. Ooh, this is a good question. If you could write your own show and play a role in it, what show would you write, and for what role? I think I would like to write a movie about my life, and I'll share more with you guys as time goes on when I have time to make content. It is a wild story. If you want to know a little bit of background, you can watch my TLC documentary, My DNA Mystery. It feels weird saying it, but yeah, I had a really rough family life, a really rough period of time. I've been, you know, without revealing too much, I have been orphaned, I have been homeless, I've been on my own for a very long time. And I want to touch on that because I think it's important to mention that anything is possible. Consistency regardless of results. But I would want to write a movie about my life and about what adopted children often go through, especially when they go through the system, from the perspective of a young woman. And I don't think that I would want to play in it. I think I'd like to narrate it, but I don't think I want to play in it. I think I would really enjoy being on the other side of the camera. Is there something people don't know about you? Ah, gosh, I could talk forever about that, but this video is already very long. So I have had my motorcycle license for about 10 years. I had a Kawasaki Ninja 250 when I was in college. And then I had a Yamaha R6, for those of you that know what I mean, all through my later college years and young adult life. And I sold it before I moved to California in 2019, and I cried. How do you feel that there are so many people around the world watching your shows? Oh my gosh. I mean, okay, I'll tell you this. I absolutely love talking to the people that watch my shows. I love connecting with them. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think that this has so much reach, and this is always what I wanted, because I want to be able to make a difference, and I want to be able to make you guys feel seen. I want to be somebody who is of influence for good. I feel like there's a dire need for people that are not obsessed with wealth or possessions, that need to be in this sphere to make a difference. And the other side of that coin is, you know, we haven't met a lot of the people that are in Bali, you know, Indonesia, China, even the Midwest, the Philippines. Like, you guys are all incredible, but I haven't had the chance to meet you. And sometimes, you know, I do think about when I first got out here, and everybody who was on my story was people from high school or people from church, and it's interesting to see that being replaced with people that really do want to see you succeed, but don't really know you. So it can be isolating, which is why I try to respond to as many messages as I can and do stuff like this, because I do want to connect with people that feel like they're connecting with me through my work. And I think that's really important. What do you hope to achieve in your future? You know what? If I achieve loving my life even 85%, I think that would be a success. All right. If you had superpowers, which superpower would it be, and what would I choose? Okay. Which superpower would I choose? You know, I've always been very interested in being able to read people's minds or influence them, because while flying seems really neat and, you know, invisibility can seem cool, if you can manipulate public opinion like the vampires do in Vampire Diaries, you can do anything you want. From all the shows you did so far, was there anything difficult to film? Oh my God. So Alpha's Regret was by far the most out there, challenging thing I've ever done. To do a scene with fangs in, contacts in, crazy nails on your hands, and to like move in an animalistic type way while conveying real human emotion. I'm glad I did it, but I don't know that I'd want to do it again. That's what I'll say. Do you listen to any music? And if you do, which song or artist is your favorite? You know, I don't really listen to music that much. I'm not an audiophile. What I do listen to is frequencies, and I listen to chants. So I listen to music that can either increase my health, wealth, or state of mind, and then podcasts. I am a total podcast girly. Thank you guys so much, and hopefully I get to talk to you again soon. Ciao and bye for now.